You guys, Aaron here, and today I want to do a little test with the new Reactor Core Operator skill, currently available in the Season 3 Battle Pass. A lot of people were worried about this Operator skill because of how strong it was in Black Ops 4, where it was originally from, and how that will translate to COD Mobile. Obviously, this is going to be used a lot for hardpoint and even domination, basically objective-based modes mainly. So this could be a problem, especially if you're someone that plays, like I said, hardpoint a lot. Ranked hardpoints will be used by everyone pretty much. Now I wanted to do a test against different score streaks in the game, including the XS1 Goliath. Also wanted to do a test against the K9 unit, see how it affects that operator skill. And also a height test, because it's pretty easy to tell like the radius that the radiation will affect people. But we don't really know how high it'll affect people, because we do know it goes through walls and ceilings. So it's easy to tell the radius, but not how high it's going to go. So I wanted to do a test for that as well. So starting with a bunch of the score streaks, I tested it out against the shield turret, the MQ-27 Dragonfire, sentry gun, and the SAM turret, a bunch of the smaller score streaks, and it literally does nothing against these score streaks. It's kind of weird. I feel like it should affect these score streaks in some way, do some sort of damage, but it literally does nothing, which I found strange. So if you want to use it against a sentry gun or any of that kind of thing, which I mean people mainly use the sentry gun I think mostly out of all these score streaks here that I tested. So if you want to use it against a sentry gun, it's not going to work sadly. Again, it's a strange choice. I don't know if that's by design or if it's a glitch or something, but it is not affecting any of these score streaks. Now against the XS1 Goliath, it does do damage, which I pretty much expected that. It doesn't kill though with one reactor core use. It takes you down to about one like little sliver of health if you're in the XS1 Goliath, so it's not going to kill the XS1 Goliath with one use, but I mean, it takes you down to so low that you're basically like only a few shots from death anyways. Now what's interesting is that if you're the one using the XS1 Goliath and you're being affected by the reactor core, nothing really happens to you. No movement speed reduction, nothing like that. Just the damage that you take. And as we all know, when you use the reactor core, you're supposed to have like extra health and that kind of thing. But it literally does nothing against the XS1 Goliath, that extra health you get or whatever defense buff. Because you can see here, you just get instantly killed by the XS1 Goliath, so if you plan on walking up to someone with the reactor core and they're in an XS1 Goliath, most likely you're going to get killed pretty easily. Now another test I did was for the K9 unit, and this one was probably the most interesting to me. So you can see here, K9 unit is running at me. I use the reactor core, of course it damages the K9 unit and ends up killing it, which was to be expected. But what's interesting is that when you're using the reactor core, you can actually take one hit from the K9 unit. So the K9 unit has to hit you twice if you're using the reactor core, which is very interesting, because as we just saw with the XS1 Goliath, you'll basically instantly die if someone shoots you with the XS1 Goliath, but with the K9 unit you can take 2 shots, which I found that pretty interesting. Now the final test I did was a height test, and I used Crash as like the test map for this, in that one building where people can camp up on the top of the roof and like head glitch, which is probably like the worst spot ever in a map I think, honestly. It's so annoying. So what I did was, for the first test here, went on the bottom floor with the reactor core, enemy was at 1 floor above, and used it, and you can see it does affect 1 floor above. So 1 floor above, someone's camping in that little room there, looking out the window, you can easily kill them from below without having to push them. And then I had a person stand on the very top roof, and was on the very bottom level using the reactor core. Did not affect that person, which was to be expected pretty much. And then I stood on the second level with the reactor core, and the person was on the roof. Still did not affect that person that was sitting on the roof there, which I thought was pretty interesting. So, which I guess the height from the second floor to the roof is higher than the bottom floor to the second floor. And then you can see once you start going up the stairs to the roof, that's when the damage starts to be inflicted, so you can't just sit on the second floor, use the reactor core, and kill someone on the roof. You're going to have to start going up the stairs. But yeah, that is it for this test. Let me know in the comments below though, if you've used the reactor core, what's your opinion on it? You guys like it, hate it, is it too overpowered, what do you think? What other test should I do if you want me to do another one against another operator skill, score streak, or whatever? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Peace.